Welcome back to my channel Learn with Burhan. In this video, I am going to solve the ICSE sample paper for English 1, that is your English language paper, and it is going to be of 40 marks. So it is divided into two parts. First part is of passage, which is of 20 marks, and the second part is for grammatical bits, which is of 20 marks. So options will be provided and you just have to read out the passage, take the correct option, and in grammatical bits also you have to just read and take the correct option. Okay, if you want the sample papers of other subjects also, I have made the videos for chemistry and biology, and you can go it and check out on my channel, and I will also provide the link in the comment section also. Okay, so let's start with the question 1. All questions are compulsory and the time is 1 hour. Question number 1, read the passage carefully and answer the questions that follow. First we will just directly go to the question section here. Yes, it's here. A1. For each word given below, choose the correct meaning as used in the passage from the options provided. Okay. So three meanings of the same word will be given, and we have to tick mark that meaning which is used in the passage. First word is tenderness. Okay, let's see where it has been used. It will be in bold. See, it's here. Tenderness. First, we will read out the sentence and then we'll be able to understand the meaning. I was never able to get over the feeling that plants and trees loved grandfather with as much tenderness as he loved them. Now let's correlate with this with the options we have. Tenderness, yes. Is it affection, soreness, youthfulness? Affection, because it shows the affection between grandfather and the plants. So affection is correct. Youthfulness, no. Soreness, no. Now second word, explanation. Okay, let's see where it has been used. Explanation. Yeah, here. There is probably a scientific explanation for the plant's behavior, something to do with light and warmth. Okay, scientific explanation. Let's correlate with the options here. First one, an excuse or pretext? No, it's not like that. Second, a statement or account that makes something clear. Yes, this seems to be correct answer. But let's see the third one also. A long-winded speech. No. The second option is correct. A statement or account that makes something clear. Now third one, vigorous. Okay, vigorous. Let's read out the sentence. There were other trees in the compound before the house was built, including an old people which had forced its way through the walls of an abandoned outhouse, knocking the bricks down with its vigorous growth. Options, yeah, they are here. First one, strong, healthy, and full of energy. Second one, manipulating and meandering. No. Third one, timorous. No. First option is correct. Strong, full of energy. That's why it was able to break the bricks and make it way through the abandoned outhouse. So first option is correct. Now B question, why did the author feel that plants loved the grandfather with as much tenderness as he loved them? Now let's see where this thing is mentioned in the passage. Okay, yeah, it is mentioned here. I was sitting beside him on the veranda steps one morning when I noticed the tendril of a creeping vine that was trailing near my feet. As we sat there in the soft sunshine of a North Indian winter, I saw that the tendril was moving very slowly away from me and towards grandfather. 20 minutes later, it had crossed the veranda step and was touching grandfather's feet. So, yes, it is what is asked in the question. Yeah, he saw the tendril of a creeping vine move very slowly towards the grandfather and cross the veranda step to touch grandfather's feet. Yes, it is correct. But let's see the second option. Because the creeper moved as they sat there in the soft sunshine of a North Indian winter, it was something to do with light and warmth. No. This is very incorrect. Third one. He saw the tendril of a creeping vine moving very slowly towards him. No, towards him is wrong. The first option is correct. Now, see, where had grandfather uh, worked for many years? Let's see. Okay, it is here. Grandfather, third para. Grandfather had served many years in the Indian Forest Service. Indian Forest Service. So this is the correct option. Indian Forest Service. Okay, if you see, these questions are of 2 marks. This MCQ only does this ticking work. Reading the passage and ticking work. This is of 2 marks. This is so easy. Now D1. Which trees did grandfather plant around his bungalow? In the third passage, last thing, on his retirement from the service, he had built a bungalow on the outskirts of Dehra, planting trees round it. Limes, mangoes, oranges, guavas, also eucalyptus, jacaranda, and the Persian lilac. Okay, let's see the options also. Limes, first option, limes, mangoes, oranges, guavas, eucalyptus, jacaranda, the Persian lilac, and people tree. People tree is not mentioned. Second option, limes, mangoes, oranges, Guavas, eucalyptus, jacaranda, and the Persian lilac. Yes, this is correct. Third one, creeper vines, limes, mangoes. No, no, no. Ladybirds, caterpillars. No. So second option is correct. Now, E question. Why does the author say people trees are great show-offs? Okay, let's find out this statement also in the passage where it is. Yeah. It is ahead of the vigorous growth. People trees are great show-offs. Even when there is no breeze, their broad-chested, slim-waisted leaves will spin like tops, determined to attract your attention and invite you into the shade. So this is the reason. Let's see the options. Yeah. First one, because there are people trees all over India and people sometimes leaves off. No, no, no. This is not the reason. Second one, because even when there is no breeze, their broad-chested, slim-waisted leaves. Yeah, yeah. This is correct. Third one, because ghost lives in people tree. No, no, no. So second option is correct. Now F1. How do we know grandfather was fit? Okay, yeah. See here. Grandfather was about 60, a lean, active man who still rode his bicycle at a great speed. Yeah. So first option, because even at about 60, he was a lean, active man who still rode his bicycle at great speed. Yes, this supports the question that he was fit. Second one, because he climbed up but couldn't get down from the jackfruit tree. No, this does not justify his fitness, right? Now third one, because he planted so many trees around his bungalow by himself. No, no, no. This is wrong. It is nowhere mentioned in the passage that he planted the trees by himself. First option is correct. G1. Why did ladybirds or caterpillars sometimes wander about on the tablecloth? Okay, where is this? Here. Grandfather bathed quite often but got back into his gardening clothes immediately after the bath. During meals, ladybirds or caterpillars would sometimes walk off his shirt sleeves and wander about on the tablecloth. Yeah, and this always annoyed grandmother. So this is the reason. Let's see. Where in the options do we see this reason? First one, because grandfather came straight to the dining table after his work in the garden. No, he bathed. Second one, because grandfather loved both plants and animals and liked to keep them near. No, no, no. This is certainly not the reason. Third one, because grandfather wore his gardening clothes at meal times and they would wander off his shirt sleeves and onto the tablecloth. Yes, this is the correct option. Now, let's see the H one. Now, H question it is what has the author said about the old people tree? Which of the following combination of sentences best summarizes the answer? Now, this question is very important because it is of 5 marks as you can see here. And if you by mistake choose the wrong answer, you will be losing 5 marks. From the 40 marks, you will be losing 5 marks. Means 1/8 of the marks you will be losing. First, let's read this in the passage where it is in the second page. Okay, there were trees in the compound, vigorous growth. Old people through it forced its way through the walls of an abandoned outhouse, knocking the bricks down with its vigorous growth. People trees are great show offs. Yeah, this is there. Then grandmother wanted the people tree cut down, but grandfather had said, "Let it be. We can always build another outhouse." See, why did grandmother told it to be cut down? Because the people trees they were forcing the breaking the bricks of their outhouse. That's why she wanted it to be cut down. But grandfather said, "We can always build another outhouse." This our gardener Govind, who was a Hindu, was pleased that we allowed the trees to live. People trees are sacred to Hindus, and some people believe that ghosts live in the branches of these trees. If we cut the tree down, wouldn't the ghosts go away? I asked. I don't know, said grandfather. Perhaps they would come into the house. Govind wouldn't walk under the tree at night. He said that once when he was a youth, he had wandered up beneath a people tree late at night, and that something heavy had fallen with a thud on his shoulders. Since then, he had always walked with a slight stoop, he explained. Nonsense, said grandmother, who didn't believe in ghosts. He got his stoop from squatting on launches year after year, weeding with that tiny spade of his. I never saw any ghosts in our people tree. There are people trees all over India. This is said by the author. There are people trees all over India. Author means the boy. All over India. And people sometimes leave offerings of milk and flowers beneath them to keep the spirits happy. But since no one left any offerings under our tree, I expect the ghost left in disgust to look for other people trees where there was both board and lodging. Now let's see which one of the options best summarizes what we have read just now. Okay, first option, the old people knock down the bricks of an abandoned outhouse, vigorous growth. Then there are people trees all over India, and people sometimes leaves offering and milk and flowers to keep them happy, to keep the spirits happy. Okay, but there is no relation between the first and the second statement. Only in first it is mentioned about the power of the tree. Then second, he's mentioning the people trees in India. No, Govind said that once when he was a youth, his story is there. Then since then he had always walked with the side stoop. See, for a summary you have conclusion, but in the first option, it is just the Govind story only. Since then he had always walked with a side swoop like this. There is no conclusion for this story. That why the people trees. What is the author also said that since people trees, we do not care about our people trees. I did not saw any ghost. This is not said. No conclusion, only proper. And there is no relation between the first and second sentence. People tree abandoning the outhouse. This is there. Then people trees all over India. There is no relation. And then Govind's story is mentioned. And what was said afterwards by the grandmother, by the boy, that I wanted the people tree, that no ghosts are there, so ghosts may be leaving the people tree. So this is not mentioned only. There is no proper conclusion for this option. Now let's read the second option. The old people knocked down the brick walls of an abandoned outhouse with its vigorous growth. Grandmother wanted it to cut down, but grandfather said that they could always tell the one. Yes, this is it seems correct, because the first and the second sentence, they have have relevancy between, because grandmother wanted it to be cut down because of its powerful growth, that it was disturbing their outhouse. Then third sentence, Govind was pleased but frightened of residents' ghost. Yes, Govind was pleased at this act of grandfather not letting grandmother to cut the trees, and the of resident, but he was frightened of resident ghosts. Okay, this is also mentioned. This is mentioned. It seems very correct till now. Then let's see the fourth one. As no one left any offerings under the tree, the author decided the ghost must have left in disgust to look for trees offering board and lodging. Yes, this seems to be very correct and very. This it seems like a summary only. Why? Because first power is mentioned, then grandmother wanted it to be cut down, then grandfather said no, then Govind was pleased at this, but he was frightened, then the boy thought that he did not saw the spirit, and no one left the offerings also there, so he thought that the spirits would go to another people tree. So you see, all the things are mentioned in a sequence, and this is what happens in a summary, and there is a proper conclusion to this option also. So this option is definitely correct. But let's read the third option also. The old people tree knocked down the brick walls of an abandoned outhouse with its vigorous growth. Okay, then there are people trees of India and go spirits happy. Yes. Then grandmother said Govind got his stoop from slaughtering. Okay. First, let me tell you. Here in the third option, Govind's story is not mentioned. Who is Govind? What does he does in the house? Nothing has been mentioned. But his story, what the grandmother said about his story, about his reaction, that is mentioned. So this option is certainly not correct, because you have to mention the things one by one in a sequence, and a proper conclusion should be there, as we see in the second option. So second option is correct. And here you go, you get your 5 marks when you choose the correct option. You have to see that whether all the things are in sequence, and then there has to be a proper conclusion to that. Marks. Passage is finished. Question number 2. A1. Fill in the blanks with the correct form of the words provided after the passage. Okay. When he saw the cottage over amongst some bushes with a rank growth of needles at one end, he thought it was a miserable place. Why thought? Because this story is in the past tense. When he saw the cottage, saw. So this story is happening in the past tense. So the first one is thought. But when he came close to the peeling line wash, the torn down ivy, the sagging roof, the broken stone doorstep, broken, it says something about the stone, that it is broken type of stone, thick with a trampled mud. He saw that it was a wretched house. The door stood half open, stood past tense. He knocked at it and listened to the acute silence. He knocked again firmly and thought he could hear thin whisperings. He did not like the hushed fear. This word tells us something about the fear, that it was hushed fear in the sounds, and was just about to knock peremptorily when there was a shuffling, and as quietly as an apparition, a woman was there for past tense. Okay, now B1. Choose the correct option to fill in the blanks. First one, surprised dash the noise, the judge called for silence. Surprised on the noise? No. Surprised at the noise, the judge called for silence? Yes. Surprised with the noise? No. So the correct answer is at, surprised at the noise. Second one, Ravi's parents are not happy with his behavior. Third one, the colonel congratulated the soldiers on their victory. Fourth one, the planet was seen through the telescope. Fifth one, he is not afraid of the consequences. Yes. Sixth one, he rushed into the classroom as he was late. Into, onto, or in. Into is correct. Why? Because do you know the difference between in and into? In means that something was there from before, but into means that movement of something to that place. Like in this statement, the movement of the boy into the classroom, because first he was outside the classroom, then he moved into the classroom. So the answer is into. Now, seventh one, the school is famous for its sport achievements. Eighth one, dash being clever, he is brave. Despite being clever, no. Means despite being clever, he's also brave. You cannot say this. If he is clever, can't he be brave? No, he can be brave. There is no relation between these two things, clever and brave. If one is clever, he can be brave also. So the correct answer is besides being clever, he is brave. This means that in addition to that he is clever, he is also brave. Now C1, choose the correct option by to join the following sentences without using and, but, or so. Okay. First one, she sells seashells. She sells them on the seashore. Okay, this is a tongue twister we all know. The correct answer to this is she sells seashells on the seashore. Second one, why are you upset that someone scolded you? Let's just read out the options and eliminate the wrong options. This way we will get the correct option. First one, you are upset having been scolded by someone. No, no, no. This is like telling someone. In the question, we are asking someone, why are you upset? We are asking, but in the first option, it is like we are telling them, you are upset because you have been scolded. No, no, this is not correct. Second one, she asked him why he was upset, and if he had been scolded, no, it's also not correct because she asked him why he was upset. Okay, and if he had been scolded, no. By adding and, it means that there is no relation between these two things. She asked him why he was upset and scolded by someone. This shows that there is no relation between being scolded by someone and being upset. So this is wrong. There has to be a relation. Third one, are you upset because someone scolded you? Yes, this is correct. Now, third one, she has not seen the message. Perhaps she may have chosen to ignore it. First option, perhaps she chose to ignore the message which she had seen. In the question, it is mentioned that she has not seen the message. So this option is wrong. Second one, she may either have not seen the message or chosen to ignore it. This seems correct. Third one, neither did she see the message nor ignore it. In the question, it is said that she ignored the message, but how can you say that she did not ignore it in the option? So this option is also wrong. The correct option is second one. She may either have not seen the message or chosen to ignore it. Yes. Now, fourth one. I often wake up late in the mornings. I am never late for school. Okay. First option. Although I often wake up late in the mornings, I am never late for school. This is correct. Second option. I am sometimes late for school because I often wake up late in the mornings. In the question, it is mentioned that he is never late for school. So this option 2 is wrong because in it is said that I am sometimes late for school. This is wrong. Third one, I am never late for school because I usually wake up on time. He wakes up late. Then also, he's able to get the school early. He's never late. So the first option is correct. Although I often wake up late in the mornings, I am never late for school. Now, deep it. Read each sentence with its instructions. Choose the correct answer from the options provided beneath each. I couldn't stop my teeth from chattering as it was very cold. Here, first option, it was so cold that I could not stop my teeth from chattering. This seems correct. Second option, it was so difficult to stop my teeth from chattering, it being cold. No, no, no. This is very misplaced. No. Third one, I couldn't stop my teeth from chattering, so it was very cold. What does this mean? He didn't stop his teeth from chattering, that's why it was cold. No, no, no. It is reverse, ulta pulta. So first option is correct. It was so cold that I could not stop my teeth from chattering. Now, second one. As soon as the vacation begins, my neighbor rushes to the seaside. Begin with no sooner. First option. No sooner does my vacation begin that the neighbor rushes to the seaside. Okay. First of all, if you see the question, it is as soon as the vacation begins. Here it is mentioned as soon. No sooner does my vacation. Where is my vacation mentioned? No. This is wrong. And in the question, it is mentioned my neighbor. But here, first option, it is mentioned the neighbor. This is wrong. Second option, no sooner does the vacation begin than my neighbor rushes to the seaside. This is correct. Third option, no sooner did the vacation begin when my neighbor rushed to the seaside. See, question is there in the simple present tense. So the answer also has to be in the simple present tense. So second option is correct. Now, third one, will you lend me the book tomorrow? Priya asked her classmate. Begin with, Priya asked her classmate if. Okay, first option, Priya asked her classmate if he would lend her the book the next day. Okay, this is correct. Then second one, Priya asked her classmate if he would lend her the book tomorrow. No, tomorrow, because you have to mention the next day or the day after. So this is wrong. The third one, Priya asked her classmate if he will. You cannot use will. So this option is also wrong. Hence, first option is correct. Fourth one, but for Laila's support, the woman would have lost her job. This means that if Laila had not supported the woman would have lost her job. So the option 3 is correct, which says that had it not been for Laila's support, the woman would have lost her job. Fifth one, Herbert consulted his parents before accepting the job offer. Begin with, Herbert did not. First option, Herbert did not forgot. No. Did not forgot means it is wrong in the past tense. It has to be not forget. Because past tense means the activity which you have done. Forgot means he has forgot. But no, he has not forget. So first option is wrong. Second one, Herbert did not forget to consult his parents before accepting the job offer. Yes, this is correct. Third one, Herbert did not consult his parents. No, he consulted his parents. Second option is correct. Sixth one, the tornado had been raging for several hours before the people were moved to safety. Okay, first option, the people were moved to safety before the tornado had been raging. No. First, the tornado had been raging for several hours, then the people were moved to safety. This is wrong. First option. Second one, the people were moved to safety only while the tornado had been raging. No, it did not happen when the tornado was raging. Third one, the people were moved to safety only after the tornado had been raging for several hours. Yes, this is correct. Why? Because first the tornado had been raging, then only after that the people were moved to safety. Seventh one, put your tools away, the children may fall over them. First option, put your tools away, lest the children may fall over them. Yes, this is correct. Second one, put your tools away, lest the children fall over them. No, this is wrong because may is not here. Third one, put your tools away, children, let's fall over them. No, 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 this is very wrong, very wrong. So first option is correct. Eighth one, unless you begin now, you will never finish. First option, if you never finish, you must begin now. This is wrong. Second one, if you do not begin now, you will never finish. Yes, this is correct. Third one, if you begin now, you will never finish. No, this is wrong. This is contrary to what is stated in the question. Now, let us discuss the question paper pattern. Okay, so first, there will be a passage of 20 marks, and in that passage, first question will be 3 marks for meaning. Then there will be 6 questions of 2 marks each. So 6 2 is 12. 12 plus 3 of 3 meanings, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15 will be there. Then 5 marks, the important question, which will be the summary type question. It will be of 5 marks. In it, you have to be very keenly observe the sequence, one by one sequence it has to be there. Then a conclusion. And only that option will be correct. And after the passage, for another 20 marks, there will be one bit fill in the blanks with correct form of the words. This will be of 4 marks. 8 blanks will be there, and 1 blank will be of half mark. This bit will be of 4 mark. Then there will be another bit, choose the correct option to fill in the blanks. It will be of 4 marks, but 8 questions will be there, so half for each question, half mark. Then another bit will be there, choose the correct option to join the following sentences without using and, but, or so. Here 4 statements will be given, and they will be of 4 marks each. Then D bit, it will be of 8 marks. Read each sentence with its instructions, choose the correct answer from the options. This will be of 8 marks, and this completes your sample paper. If you want the sample papers of chemistry and biology solved sample papers, I have already made the videos on my channel. You can go check it out, and I have also provided the link in the comment section. You can check it. And if you want the sample papers, solved sample papers of other subjects also, you can subscribe to my channel to stay tuned with it.